Long time no see. I am gonna start a new reading vlog. It's about time. I have a full stack of books here and I was thinking I am gonna do a theme. My husband is gone for the week, gräsänka, and I thought my theme was gonna be reading or trying to finish up series, specifically fantasy series, for a full week. Am I going to be reading all of these books? Probably not, because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books here. There's no way I'm reading this chunky son during a week, but I am going to give it my absolute best. Why is my book looking like this, you wonder? Because Amazon broke it, and I am not that person. That just, it's pretty, but I don't collect books like that. It's okay that it's, I will be okay. I just want to be able to read the book, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. So I'm going to go through the 5 books that I have here, and I am going to be taking you along throughout the week, hopefully finishing up some of these fantasy series. I used to be the person, I started a series and I would start it and I would read it to the end. I remember starting Sagan om Isfolket, 47 books. I started with book 1, I ended with book 47. I didn't read a single other book in between. Literally read all of them back to back to back. 47 books. Now, I can't even finish the duology. Some of these are literally the second book in the duology. Huh? What's wrong? Oh, don't open that door. There's a lot of things going on. One of these books, let's start with that one. This is The Tale of the Heart Queen. And if you follow me on Goodreads, I will link my Goodreads down below and you can have a peek. You would know that I've been reading this for about 6 months. It's a thick one. This is the 4th book in the Tales of Aranas. And quite honestly, I'm incredibly bored. I am right now listening to this one. And I am about, oh my God, can you tell how sweaty I am? Oh, I'm so sweaty. I'm about halfway through and I will, this one I will finish this week. I want to be done with this book series. This is the 4th book. This is the final book, and I will try and talk about how I feel about this book as I'm listening to it. This will be a spoiler-free reading vlog, which is really hard when you're reading the last part of a series, but I will try and talk about the series as a whole, how I feel about it and stuff like that. This series, I think I've given the other 3 books before 3 stars each. This one is leaning more towards a 2-star because I am just so bored with this. I think the main problem in this book is that the main character still has not figured out anything about herself, her abilities, or anything, and we are halfway through the last book and I'm just like, at what point are we seeing some kind of improvement? Not here. And also, the more choices this character, main like FMC, is doing, the more selfish she is becoming, and I don't love that in a heroine. She's making some really not very heroic choices, and I'm not vibing with that. That's how I feel about that. The next one is one that I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna get to this, but I do have the last part of the Holly Renee's, this is The Rivaled Crown. What is this series called? Let me see what the series is called. It doesn't say anything. Oh my God, the text is so big. This is like one of those you learn to read. This will go really fast though. This one says 500 pages, but you see this text? This text is so large. Oh my God, wait, I'm gonna finish. Maybe I will read this one. This is the 3rd and final part. This is a series about a princess who has run away from home because she has been severely mistreated by her father because she doesn't have any magical powers, and everybody has magical powers, but she does not, and the king just will not accept this. So he has been severely mistreating her, and she runs away from home and accidentally runs into the rebels and gets caught up in the rebels. And I gave the 1st book a 4-star and I gave the 2nd book a 4-star too, but the more I think about it, I actually do think it's more of a 3-star. Again, I am not above going back, changing my how I grade books if I change my mind. Listen, if I change my mind, I change my mind. But I would say the 2nd book is more of a 3-star. I was entertained, but I was also annoyed thinking back at some of the choices that they made, but it did end at a place where I'm like, you know what, I really, really want to see where this goes. And I also really love the MMC in this one because he, I heard someone really dislike him who read this book as well, but I like him because he makes an absolute fool of himself in book number 1, and I kind of like that. In this like sea of serious, broody, I am too cool, I'm too manly, he literally gets drunk in book 1 and makes an absolute fool of himself, and I ate it up. I absolutely really love that because I was like, I just really enjoyed that. I just really did enjoy that, and I love that the FMC was also like kind of just like, this is just so silly and so dumb, but I really enjoyed it. I also have the second book from Rachel Gillig, and this is Two Twisted Crowns. The first one was One Dark Window, this book here, and this is the second book in the duology. I gave the first book a 5-star. It has an incredible magic system. It is about a kingdom where magic can only be allowed in the magic system that is form of almost tarot cards, where the magic is in the card, and if you hold the card, if you own the card, you're able to wield the magic, but you are not allowed to have any magic outside of the cards. And the FMC in this one has been hidden away. She has magic powers, but nobody knows about it. And it's just a really interesting plot of like how to get, it's a very oppressive king, how to get rid of him, and how to get magic to not be outlawed again, because there's also a curse on this kingdom. It's just a really, really good book. I loved number 1, and it ended in an incredibly interesting way. And the fact that I own book number 2 and I haven't read it, an actual crime against humanity. I really would like to read this one, but this one has definitely smaller text, and it is 430. You know what, that's not horrible. Then we have this one, Ka-chunk. I could kill someone with this one. This is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. The first book was Powerless. I gave it a 1-star. I hated it. It is a book about nothing. Plot, question mark? She's not in the room with us right now. She left the chat. There is no plot, and the characters are quite annoying. The world is ending, but the guys are like, oh, but do you like me? It's just a love triangle. That's not a love triangle. Everyone's really annoying. The female main character is really annoying, but it is again about a world where everybody has magic, and if you don't have magic, you literally get, you know, you don't get to be there anymore. And the main male character doesn't have any magic, but she's fooling everyone that she does have magic, and eventually she gets caught up in this kind of like Hunger Game-esque kind of a plot thing, and she gets caught up with the two princes, and again this love triangle, and there's this brewing rebellion, and it's a lot of things. It is like Hunger Games, but actually without a plot. The second book I really enjoyed. I don't remember if I gave it a 3-star or 4-star, but I really enjoyed it. I thought I liked a lot more the connection between the characters. Their attraction made a lot more sense. They were actually discussing some deep topics, and what this book series really is about is, according to me, a new take on trying to talk about racism, because they're talking a lot about, you know, pure blood, and we can't like dilute the blood, which is a lot of like BS that like white supremacists are talking about. And basically the whole plot of this book is, but does that make sense? Which it doesn't. And I really enjoy the way that she was able to tackle that in the second book, and it ended in a really incredibly interesting way, where I really do want to read the third and final book. And I really hope as well that the author again touches on this subject in a way where the two dumb princes actually maybe think a bit, because at this I don't think any of them has formed an intelligent thought so far. But hey, listen, we get what we get. Now is the book that I think I'm gonna start with. This is A Curse Carved in Bone, and this is the Saga of the Unfated. This is Danielle L. Jensen, and I devoured book number 1. This is about a shield maiden. She's been trying to hide her powers. Eventually she gets caught up in a lot of things. She gets forced to marry an old man who doesn't want her romantically. He only wants her for her power, and she gets assigned this new old man's son as a protector, and things get a little bit messy, as you can imagine, and it's just an incredibly really good book, written in a way as if, what if the myths of Norse mythology was true? And as someone, I'm Swedish, I'm very familiar with Norse mythology. A lot of these things are pretty true to legend, and that is something I really, really enjoyed. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is the second book in the duology. I'm gonna have to look that up before I start reading it, but I absolutely love the first one and I cannot wait to read the second one. This one is just shy of 400 pages, and I'm gonna start with this one because I am so excited. I loved this book. I loved everything about it, and it ended, again, if you are very familiar with Norse mythology, you are gonna pick up on some clues during this book. So when the big plot reveal, like the twist happened, I actually already knew about it because I knew about Norse mythology, and that is the kind of cleverness that I love in a book. So if you also are familiar with Norse mythology and you want to read a romantasy with a different twist, definitely this one. And this is going to be the one I start with. It is Thursday today. I'm going to be reading, I think Thursday to Thursday. Am I going to be reading all of these books? No. My goal is to read, I'm going to finish this one, but I'm probably going to be listening to this, but I will tell you about it once I'm like listening to it. And I will be reading this one for sure. And then I will at least pick one of the 3 others. Maybe I will, just to finish this one, because this seemed very, very easy. But we'll see how far I can get. I do have an ambition. I'm gonna start reading in a bit, but right now I'm gonna wash off this makeup. If you didn't know, I am a full-time makeup YouTuber on my other channel. This is my second channel where I just have travel vlogs and talk about books because it's fun, just for kicks and fun. And I'm gonna wash off this makeup because I did this makeup for my main channel and I don't like it. And sometimes that happens. You do your makeup and you don't like it or you don't enjoy it. But if you want to see more makeup content from me, and if maybe you find me through books or traveling, definitely check out my second channel in my description box down below. But let's start reading. When you see me next time, it's probably when I start reading this one, which will probably be later tonight. But now I'm actually gonna play League of Legends and I'm gonna have a cocktail. The dogs are having dinner and I am gonna start A Curse Carved in Bone. Ooh, I didn't even know. Look at how beautiful this is. It's like embossed. That's really pretty. Let me look at, yeah, there's just a little part of the page here that's a little scratched. I wonder if I should take that part out. It got damaged. I think I'm just gonna take that out. It got damaged in transit here, which is like, again, not the end of, I know, again, and I'm not blaming anyone for being that person that's just really, you know, collecting books and collecting special editions and having like several, well, it turned out good, several like the same book in different versions. I'm not shaming anyone or telling anyone that that's wrong. I'm just saying it's not me. I buy the books to read them, not to collect them. And I'm very, very excited. Yeah, I do think, like, here are the books that she's written. It only says 2, A Fate Inked in Blood, which is the one I read, and then A Curse Carved in Bone, which is the second one. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, chapter 1, Freya. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I'm so excited. I think my goal today is to try and read 100 pages. I was gonna do a cocktail, but I bought this beer, just a single beer when I was at the store. This is from Gesture King, which is a brewery here in Austin. And this is the citrus fruit. This is a hazy Indian pale ale with fresh squeezed orange juice. And it's actually, I thought it was gonna be more of a, like a radler, but it's actually more like very bitter, which I love bitter. If you didn't know, big fan of bitter. Are you done with dinner? Okay, doggies are done with dinner. And since I have a boxer, I need to dry him. Otherwise there's drool everywhere. Wow, this really is the best lighting in the world, but I am preparing a little bit for a video that I am filming. I'm gonna get, I usually have like baskets going with stuff that I'm filming, so I am gonna continue listening to The Tale of the Heart Queen while I'm doing this. I didn't read that much yesterday. I think I read like 60 pages or something. I was just too tired. And I've been working today. It is almost lunch and I'm gonna be filming for my main job. So I'm gonna be listening to this, hopefully.
5. Ryan, 232 years ago. The letter dangled from Ryan's fingertips.
So happy hour starts now. It is 6 p.m. and I decided to make my right now favorite cocktail. This is a lavender French 75. Absolutely love this cocktail. I put the recipe on the screen if you want to make it yourself. I love gin, I love lavender, I love drinks with prosecco. This is everything I could ever want, and oh my god, I'm looking crazy. But I have been filming, I've been editing, I've been doing all the things. I listened actually quite a bit. I was able to listen quite a bit to my audiobook today, so I'm a little bit further in it, and I gotta say, it took about 50% of, I thought I was 60% into the book. I wasn't. I was 40% into the book, and now I am almost 60% in, and it's starting to get okay. But I gotta say, those first 50% they were rough, they were painful. I was in the trenches with that one. But it's starting to get a little bit interesting, but I gotta say, this book series, it is not ending on a strong note. At least not where I am right now, but maybe I'll change my mind. But I'm gonna have a cocktail. I'm gonna continue reading the book that I started yesterday. And in about an hour, I'm gonna take the dogs out for a little walk. So I have an hour to read, drink my cocktail, hopefully have a good time. Good morning. I'm sitting here continuing to read. I did listen a little bit to my audiobook this morning because I walked the dogs. And I gotta say, it's starting to get a little bit better. But there were, okay, without giving any spoilers about the book, I think the pacing in the last book is a little bit off. Too much time was given to stuff that didn't really matter, that wasn't super intriguing to read, maybe I should say. And too little time was dealt or given to deal with things that I feel had a bigger impact, like catching the thief, or like not catching the thief, but catching the crook. It was basically like off page. They caught him and now he's back. And I'm like, did that have to be off page? So there's a couple of things where I'm like, I just feel like too much importance were given to stuff that weren't that interesting to read about. Let me show you. I got a PR. This whole table is a mess. Like you thought that this is how the table looks. This table is a mess. Let me show you a package I got last night. I do tend to get quite a lot of PR, and as you can see here, there's still stuff here that I don't know what to do with. But yesterday, I got from Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty is one of my favorite brands to get PR from. I love Huda Beauty. I love the brand. I love the owner. I love the products. I mean, first and foremost, I love the products. And I said that if I didn't get this in PR, I was gonna buy it myself. So always with Huda Beauty, there's a couple of other things in PR and like little knickknacks and stuff. But this PR is about the new lip liners and lip oils. And I did actually try the lip oil yesterday. I wore one of them and they smell delicious. I don't know if they both, the three of them. No, they smell differently. This smells peachy or like almost like, is it peach? I don't know if this is peach. Oh my God, I can't read that. That's too small. No, it says pink lady. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if it is peach because it was a little bit of sourness. Yeah, this is red apple, pink lady. And this one is peach. And I think the one that I used yesterday is grape. This definitely smells like grape, let me tell you that. And then there are the beautiful the lip liners. So I'm gonna be using these today. I am gonna film after I've done, I'm gonna sit down and read for a little bit, maybe 30-45 minutes. And then I'm gonna film a little bit because I do have a thing that I need to get done this weekend. I don't usually, let me see if I can put this one away. Ooh. I don't usually work during the weekends. I try to recharge and all of that, but I do have quite a lot of things to get through. Yeah, as this video is going up, you have already seen my Greece vlog. I was in Greece for 2 weeks, so that vlog is already live on my channel. I started editing that vlog yesterday. That's why I'm like, it's probably up already on my channel. And then I am heading with my husband. We are going to be celebrating 5 years as married, and we're going to Hawaii, which was both of our big bucket list things that we wanted to do, especially now that we're living in the US for a couple of years. We both say we really need to see Hawaii before we leave. So we're actually leaving for Hawaii in 2.5 weeks. So I do have a lot of work that I need to get done before then. And also, of course, I do run my own indie brand, Sinch Beauty, and we're actually having a sale this week. If you're interested in my brand, you can always sign up for newsletters on our website. I think it is linked in the description box down below. Very proud of my brand. I love what we do, but also there's a lot of work with that, so many things that needs to get done. So I can't take the entire weekend off. That's what I wanted to say. But I am gonna sit down and read a little bit now. I am now on page 108. I will be honest, I was kind of hoping to be further than this. But also, I am kind of savoring this book because I will be honest, I'm really enjoying it. I'm reading a quote here that I'm really loving. This doesn't give away anything of the plot. I will actually even change the names in here to just pronouns instead, because I really love this quote, and I think this is something that is true altogether. The dog is being extremely dramatic in the background. Her mouth curved into a smile. Wise, I sighed. I've been accused of many things, but wisdom is not one of them. To know one's limitations is a form of wisdom. I just really think that that is really smart and really true, because sometimes being wise or being smart or being intelligent, it's not about knowing everything. It is about knowing that you don't know everything. Because I do think, I call it aggressive stupidity. You know what's going on social media right now? I call it aggressive stupidity when people are so loud and so just out there with their what they think are facts, but are just opinions. And that to me is the worst form of stupidity, where you are not being open to being wrong. Because I think the biggest form of being intelligent is knowing your limitations, knowing you don't know everything, and knowing that at any point you can be disproven. I mean, that's the whole point of science. That's why science changes sometimes, because as a scientist, you know that at any point your science can be disproven, and then you have to be okay with that. But yeah, I really like that quote, because that truly is something we need more of in society. Okay, let me keep reading. Oh my god, this author is just out here spitting truths. Okay, one woman is talking about the fact that she was in a love way entertaining two men, trying to not get demonetized by YouTube. And she was saying, though once they discovered I was entertaining other, let me change that word into men, neither was pleased, which I always believed unfair, given that one guy was betrothed to one woman and the other guy always did as he pleased. But such is the way of powerful men. They believe the rules that bind women do not apply to them. I say Danielle L. Jensen for president, okay? I'll endorse her. So I'm heading out to do an errand. I'm in a kind of a chill outfit. I did film, so I'm wearing some new eyeshadow, and apparently my Uber is supposed to be here. And I brought my AirPods so that I can listen to my book if I want to, but I didn't want to bring like a full book because I only have a small bag. So let's see if I can find, oh, here's my Uber. Heading out to buy something that I need for a sponsorship that I have on my second channel next week. So I got myself a little treat. There was a couple of things that I really wanted. I'll show you what I got when we're back, but I need lunch. Where? Question mark. The craziness that is my dining room table. I thought I'd show you what I bought, because I bought, well, first of all, I bought some items from Sephora. So I bought the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. This is a high shine gloss. Apparently this is when my dog decided to drink water. Babe! So this is supposed to be a mask you use in the shower, and it's supposed to be really good. Was that yummy? I just went up with them to walk when I got back. I also bought a mini of the Josie Maran. This is the Body Butter in Bohemian Fig, because this one smells amazing and I'm currently obsessed with fig, and I didn't want to buy a big one, and I thought the small one could be perfect for me. And then I bought what I have been so obsessed with, and this is the Laneige Matcha Bubble Tea Glowy Lip Balm. I am so into matcha, and I hope I love this one. It's like a sheer green. And then I got, well, one of the things that I needed for a sponsorships that I'm doing, and this is where Kosas, this is the Revealer Corrector. I love the Kosas Revealer Concealer, so I'm very excited to have that one. And then I bought from Dior one of their blush sticks, and I got the lilac one that is called Pink Lilac, and it is the one that is the lilac pink, basically. I am very excited about this one too. It swatched really beautifully, and I cannot wait to try it. So that was my mini Sephora haul. And then I bought One thing at Nordstrom, and that is that I bought a pair of jeans. These are from Mother. And I got them in a 24, I think, because that's usually my size. Yes, a 24. And these are wide-legged, really light jeans. I wanted to get a pair of jeans that were like tight over the butt and like a little bit down the thighs, but then was wide after that. And these were perfect for that. If I can find them, I will link them down below. But I love the color and I love the fit of them. And these are my first jeans from Mother. I also love that they have a little bit of this in the front. I thought they were really, really cute. So very excited about that. Let me put these here. And then I went to the Webster. Look at this cute bag. They just opened in Austin and I've never been. So I went in and I wasn't supposed to buy something. But then one of the brands that I really love, that is really hard to get a hold of, the clothing items here in the US, which is Jacquemus. And they had something from Jacquemus and it was on sale. So I actually did end up getting it. And it's just this classic tee, but it's like a little bit of a 70s tee because it has that. I love this. It's so cool. I got it in a medium because I didn't want it to be super tight. And I love this. Look at this, like the Jacquemus logo in the back. Oh, so beautiful. So this says the Jacquemus Club and it has like weights to lift with. So very excited about that. Like I said, I got this on sale. And honestly, I think that these, like this is an outfit. This is an outfit and I'm not even mad about it. So yay for finding some good everyday clothing pieces that I know I'm gonna enjoy. And I'm gonna put these away. And the Sephora items, I'm just gonna carry these up. I need to save this receipt for tax purposes because we have to be good with that. But I am very excited about that body butter. I kind of want to use that like right away. But yeah, those were the items I purchased. I had a really nice lunch as well. I had lobster tacos and shishito peppers and it was really delicious. And I opened a bottle of Prosecco yesterday and it is like 6:30 right now. So I think I'm gonna have a glass of Prosecco. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read more of my book. Someone walked by outside that looked a little confused. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just chill with my book for a bit after shopping and going out with the dogs. And honestly, having a really nice Saturday. It was like, oh, I did actually listen. Continue. She looks very confused. I had a really nice time at the lunch because I was listening to the book and I'm actually starting to somewhat enjoy the book now. It's just a shame that it took 50% of the book for me to start enjoying it. So it might end up being a 3-star anyways. Okay, I'm in my bikini. I'm heading out to be by the pool. Hear me out. Today is Tuesday. That's not true. Today is Monday. I didn't read at all on Sunday. What was gonna be just a half work day, half chill day ended up being a full work day. That's not what I had planned for myself. And when I stopped reading on Saturday, I actually stopped reading the book A Curse Carved in Bone when a really big turn of events happened. And I actually stopped reading as that scene played out because I was like, wait, I need to think about what this means for the characters. Like, what does this mean for the characters? Because it was very unexpected, which I love. I was very like, oh, dang, okay, Danielle L. Jensen. I was very surprised about it. I will say I very much enjoyed the turn of events, but I think I needed some time to think about, and this is what I love about not being stressed about finishing a book. Because I want to enjoy the book, because I am enjoying the book, and I love that I had the time to put the book down and be like, you know what, I want to think about this a bit. I want to ponder a bit, what does this mean for the characters? How do I feel about this? And I didn't mean for it to be the whole of Sunday because I didn't think I was going to work all day yesterday. But instead, I'm actually going out now for a couple of hours. I am going to be by the pool for a couple of hours and then I'm going to take a shower, walk the dogs, and I'm going to film because I'm actually heading to a dinner. I'll bring you along. to the dinner as well. This is turned into from a reading vlog to just follow me along for a week, honestly. Are you so dramatic? Are you the cutest dog in the world? Is that who you are? I love you. She's like, I did not expect that. But yeah, I'm just gonna head out, bring my book and read a bit. I did expect myself to read more the time when my husband was away, but maybe I should pat myself on my shoulder and instead be like, well, you did get a lot of work done. And I am very proud of that. But I always talk about future Angie is going to be very happy and proud with past Angie for getting all of this work done. So I am very excited about that. And today I'm only going to film like a chatty get ready with me for my second channel. I have something I want to talk about. And since I am getting ready for dinner, I think that will be perfect. But I'm going to bring my book and I'm going to bring it to the pool. You can't come to the pool. I love you. Oh my God. You can't come to the pool. Do I want to leave you in this room? I don't know about that. Kajsa, kom sättis. Tesla. Oh my God. That's him. I did some laundry yesterday. You know how people are like, oh my God, I don't let my dog in my couch. This is my dog. Tesla, Kajsa, come. Yes. I'm gonna close these doors. You can sleep downstairs instead. I know. Tesla. I know you can hear me. Come on, baby cakes. Oh, I know. Oh my God. The whole bed is falling apart. I know. You're so good. Okay. Let's see if we can get a bag going. I have my book here. I'm not going to bring the dust cover out. I said this before and you heard me when I was talking. I don't care too much about keeping things in pristine condition and like, I don't worry. Oh my God. I don't worry. Here's my little pool bag. I don't worry about keeping things in pristine condition or making sure that they are like not getting damaged or anything like that. I don't worry too much about that, but there's no need for me to bring my dust cover out. Okay, I have my glasses, I have my keys. Maybe let's bring a water. And there's the book. I always like to call it fun water. Ooh, and I do that after my friend Samantha. Let me close this one so the dogs can't get into the dog food. I like to call it fun water after my friend Samantha called it fun water, the flavored water. I know I have one here, right? Yes. Oh, I even have one with caffeine. Sparkling cranberry apple caffeine water. That's great. Okay, let's go out. I'm sorry, but what are you? Sir? Sir. He's dead, right? Are they underwater spiders? I don't know how I feel about this guy. Is he dead? He's dead, right? Oh my god. So I'm heading out. Christina's here. I'm actually wearing my new shoes. Look at the cow print. Oh, they're so cute. And these are the jeans I bought from Mother, the ones that I showed you yesterday. I think they're so cute. And I think this top, I don't remember where, I bought it at Nordstrom, but I don't know what brand it is. And we are heading out to dinner. I'm not saying you're in the way, Kaisa, but a little bit. And Christina's here, and let me see if I can show you my makeup. This is how my makeup turned out. I did film a little bit of a get ready with me, trying to talk a little bit, and I did read a little bit more as well. I am so close to finishing this book. Like, look at how little I have left. Look at that. Look at that little sliver. I think I have like 60 pages left, so I will definitely finish that one up soon. Here's Christina.
Hi.
I'm doing a weekly vlog. I'm trying to read, but it's been mostly all of the things I'm doing to avoid reading.
Yeah, no, you're a good reader.
But you saw I almost finished that book.
Yeah.
How much did you read this year?
A little bit. No, I did. I reread The Four Agreements. I read Man's Search for Meaning. And yeah, I read some good ones too.
Yeah, see?
No,
don't say
I'm not
zero.
A zero reader, but
No. Hi, Corvette. Say hi to the vlog. They ordered some salad, and I got ceviche as a starter.
I don't get to say hi to the vlog. What
Hi,
am I,
Christina.
chopped liver? Hi!
Hello, I have been working. Yesterday I went to dinner with Corvette and Christina, and it was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. We were just laughing and having good food, and I came home and I finished A Curse Carved in Bone, and I took today to think about it before I gave it like a final review. And also while I was, because I've been filming, I'm wearing makeup, I've been filming, and while I was filming I also finished the A Tale of the Heart Queen, I think the fourth and final book in the Artifacts of Aranas. And I can't believe I finished the two books that I was reading, one that I was listening to and one I was reading it. And I am gonna do a little bit more work. Sir, I'm gonna do a little bit more work. I do have some stuff I need to do on Instagram. So I'm gonna take an hour and I'm gonna do some Instagram work, and then I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk about the books a little bit more, and then we can start a new book. Because I think today I'm gonna treat myself. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Are we cuddling? I love you too. I love you too. I'm gonna treat myself to some DoorDash today, and I am gonna start a new book. So that's what we're doing. I know it's Tuesday and I'm just now finishing my first book. Well, technically I finished it Monday night. I finished my first book, but hey, I'm doing the best I can. I know. So this reading vlog has been more like a follow me around kind of a thing, but I finished two books. Let's start a third one, and I think I know what I want to start. Do you agree? Do you agree? Why are you so pretty? Why are you so pretty? Are you the prettiest boxer in the world? Is that you? Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Okay, I'm waiting for my food. I ordered some fast food. I'm gonna be devouring that, and I'm gonna start a new book. So I wanted to talk about the books that I've actually finished. Let's start with The Tale of the Heart Queen, which is the fourth and final installment in the series, hi baby, Artifacts of Aranas. Babe, I love you, but you can't be here. Babe, I love you, but you can't be here. Kom på sidan. Så duktig. I've read this entire series and I've given all the parts in the series a 3-star. And if I'm gonna be totally honest, I gave this book a 3-star too. But if I'm gonna be totally honest, half of the book was a 2-star. It was just really stale. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the main character, who is Lore, she is making some incredibly selfish decisions in bigger parts of the book, and she even acknowledges, she's like, oh, I've toured through this continent too, and I've done so many, like, I've killed innocents, and I don't feel like it's almost like she's sad that she did it, but she's still like, oh, I did what I had to do. And it's like, yeah, for you. Like, you did what you had to do for you, and somehow in the end she kind of like just gets some kind of validation for it, and I'm just like, babe, I don't know. And also, I understand making your characters human, you know, giving them, you know, being, again, imperfectly perfect, where they're like feeling emotions and not being perfect. You have to back off, baby. You're in my face. But she's just being incredibly whiny at parts, and at least twice in every chapter, she's like either crying or almost crying. And yeah, show your emotions, but also like, can we get a grip? Like, the world is ending, and I don't need to listen to you once again talk about how you just want to go home. I just want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. And it's like, oh God, we're in book 4 and you're still going on about, I just want to go home. She even had a dream about her going home, and I'm at like the last 20% of the book, and I'm just like, gosh. I understand that that's probably how I would react too, but this is why I'm not given special powers to go out to save a continent, because I just want to go home. But I just don't want to read about a person who says that. I feel like a lot of things that happen to her just happen to her. She is not making things happen for her, and most of the part, like, it is her partner kind of just honestly almost telling her, like, get a grip. And I just don't know. It's a little bit unlikable. And I will say it was parts unlikable and parts just a little bit boring and stale. And again, I give it a 3-star because I do think the ending came together, but that could have been wrapped up a little bit quicker. And are you comfy? And oh, I just broke off a press-on nail. There you go. I'm gonna go and glue that back on. Or actually, maybe I won't. It will live back here. But I don't know. This is not the series I would recommend to you if you don't read very quickly. If you read very quickly and you just want to go through a series that's continued, that's somewhat of a plot, sure. But if you don't read very quickly, don't read this one. Just read Spark of the Everflame. It's a much better series. Next one is, of course, A Curse Carved in Bone. I really like this series. There is a big turn of events somewhere halfway through the book that really, again, I needed to take a break to just really think about what I thought about this book for me. And I just had a good old time reading this book. And one of the things that I felt like that book did that I don't feel like the Artifacts of Aranas almost tried to give us a Throne of Glass-esque moment with a lot of side characters that the author really tried to get us to care about, but eventually we kind of didn't. And I do feel like with the A Fate Inked in Blood and A Curse Carved in Bone, I do feel like with that duology, we do care about the side characters and we get a better feel of them than we do with 2 books than we did in 4 books with the other author. And I felt like there were some really interesting characters. I do feel like sometimes when side characters are written, they're not different enough to a point where you honestly can like tell them apart. But I do think that Danielle L. Jensen is really good at writing different kinds of characters, and I do appreciate that, and making, again, characters in a good way imperfectly perfect, where you actually still care about them. they're not annoying, you care about them. The only thing I didn't love about the book, I still gave this book a 5-star too. I think the book is incredibly entertaining. The banter is wonderful. The dialogue, the talk between all the characters is just so well written. It has an amazing pacing. It's so interesting. The only thing I didn't love is the last chapter. And that's the prologue, like what happens after. That's the only part I don't love, because I feel like that was out of character. And that's the only, so I mean, that isn't even like part of the characters, honestly. But I just felt like that one didn't really go together with how I felt like the characters were throughout the entire book. But other than that, I love the book. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. Oh, I think my DoorDash is almost here. I am gonna start reading The Rival Crown by Holly Renee. This is the last part of a book in a this is a trilogy, and the second book ended in an incredible cliffhanger, and I'm very excited. I still remember it very vividly, so I'm very excited to see how it's gonna be in this book. This has like incredibly like big text, and I just think I'm gonna fly through this one. I'm hoping to finish this one before the end of the vlog, so at least I'll have 3 books to talk about, and actually 3 series that I will have ended, which is, I needed that, because I keep starting new series and you kind of need to end some too. I did really enjoy this book. I gave the first one a 4-star, the second one a 3-star. I already actually went in and looked at the rating that I give it, and I did actually give the second book a 3-star. I like the characters, especially I like the male character here. This is about a princess who runs away from home. She's living in a world where everybody has magic and she does not, and her father literally terrorizes her, and like, not even terrorizes her, he like hurts her, beats her over it, because he's so frustrated that his heir does not have magic. So she runs away from home, and the book basically starts with her running in to the main male character, who is the son of the rebel leader, and that's where the book starts, book number 1. So now we are heading into the main plot of the book, and there's a lot of things that have happened since then, but I thought that this was an easy to read, entertaining book series, and I'm very much looking forward to see how it all ends up. I remember the main male character had a name that I had a hard time pronouncing, and I saw that this one had pronunciation guide in the beginning, and his name is Dacre. And the main, I think her name is Verena, the main female character. Yeah, Verena. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna eat some fast food. I'm gonna start my book. One nail is down, but let's keep on chugging. Good morning, besties. I didn't read actually that much last night, because after I finished eating, I was so tired. I just became so tired straight away. So I'm walking the doggos, dog number 1, dog number 2, and it's morning again, and it is Wednesday. And the book, I didn't read, like I said, that much, but it's such an easy read. And you know what I really liked about the book? It started just where the second book ended. You know, sometimes when you read like the next book of a series, it kind of like starts and they start like explaining what happened in book 2. I mean, which is great if you don't remember it, but part of me also likes when a book just kind of continues, because it really enables it to be perfect for just binge reading, because it just goes like next. So if you are into a series that you can binge read, I definitely would recommend this one. It's a fast-paced, easy read, and yeah, part 3 just picked up where part 2 ended, so I thought that was pretty fun. But yeah, out with the doggos. I think he's doing number 2, and I do need to work today, and after that I'm definitely reading, because I want to finish this book too before the end of the vlog, because again, this is a vlog about me finishing series. I can't just finish 2, I need to finish 3. Okay, I'm still working, so I haven't had time to read anything yet, but I actually did start listening to a new audiobook, and it's the last book in... the first one was Powerless, and then it was Fearless, right? And I think the last one is Reckless. So I'm actually listening to that book right now, and you know, if you were here at the beginning of the video, which I am assuming you were, that one was part of... one of the books that was also a last part of the series. So I was like, you know what? This will be a good one to listen to, because that series is like, it's kind of known for being not much of a plot. It's more about like the relationships. And I am actually really excited to finish that one up too, even though I am technically not reading it, I'm listening to it. I shouldn't say that, because I actually do think that listening to a book is reading a book, and I've even said that to my friends. So don't listen to me, because I actually don't even agree with myself. I do actually think that listening to a book is reading a book. So don't listen to me. Do as I say, not as I do. But I am gonna be listening to that book, and I'm swatching the last part of a video that I'm gonna be editing this afternoon. I am swatching the unoriginal nudes by Bella Beauté bar. So I am going to be swatching those. Oh. And after that, I need to edit that video too. And then I'm going to sit down and I am going to read the book that I wanted to read. I feel like I am right now. I read a little bit before while I was waiting for the sun to go up, because I needed to take a picture of this in the sun. And I think I'm like 100 pages in. Maybe it's 80 pages, but I will say it started kind of interesting, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see what is gonna happen. Oh, look at that shadow. That's cute. So yeah, I did start another book, but I'm not gonna finish listening to this book until probably the end of July, because it takes me a really long time to listen to a book, because I only have it on while I'm doing what I'm doing right now, like swatching or like cleaning or stuff like that, and it just takes a really long time. But I just wanted to let you know that I did start on one of the books that we talked about before. I am finally done with work. What is the time? I think it's like 8 o'clock or something. I did not think today was going to be such a long work day, but I had a really long video to finish for tomorrow, so I did finish that one. And now I'm finally gonna sit down and read again, because that's what I want to do. All I want to do is read. I feel like I was further. Oh my god, I'm only 57 pages in. I thought I was further. I'm not. But I'm gonna read. Oh my god, this is the best. Being done with work and just, oh my god, are you seeing all the PR that's on my table? Don't look at that. Imagine imagine that that's not there. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm just gonna be reading and chilling and not thinking about work for 8 hours. That's not true. 10 hours. 10 hours. Good morning. You can see a little bit of the mess behind me. I have some things here that I have gotten that I'm keeping like keepsakes, and my printer in the back, and still the Lethal Cosmetics collection. Because it didn't get to go further than this. I did travel with that blush though when I went to Greece. I'm so tired today. It is Thursday. My husband is coming home today. I ended up watching a documentary on Netflix, and it became so late, and now I'm super tired, which is not good because I actually do have a lot of work to do today. My husband is coming home today, and I was planning to end the vlog today, but I think I might carry it until I finish the book that I started reading. because I want to like include that. But today is a work day. I have a bunch of things I need to do. I popped off another nail. This is the bane of my existence. I'm gonna go get my nails done on Monday, because that means I'm still gonna have like nice nails while I'm in Hawaii, and I didn't want them to be like broken or bad when I'm there. So that was my main concern, if I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm so tired. Oh, that late night documentary, that got to me. But I'll get back to you once I'm a little bit more, work is a little bit more done, because I do have a lot of stuff to do today. It's Thursday, which is normally my busiest work day because of my weekly series, new makeup releases. Okay, so it is actually Saturday and we are by the pool, and I'm gonna read a little bit more of The Rival Crowned. Both Thursday and Friday ended up being incredibly busy work days, so I didn't have time to read anything whatsoever, and that's why I'm like, I was gonna do like a week, but there has been 3 days now where I didn't read anything because I was so busy with work. So I'm gonna read and finish this one throughout this weekend for sure, because it is also the last of June on Monday, and I definitely want to finish this one and bring it into my June reading wrap up. So I'm gonna be, you can see how far I am. This is gonna be a breeze. I'm gonna read it now, and I'm actually excited. I'm enjoying where this one is going, and I'm enjoying the things that the author has added into the mix for the third book. Sunday, and we are heading to CVS to hopefully get some vaccines upped. I'm heading to Bali in a bit, and I'm not raw dogging Bali without any vaccines. So I'm gonna go and see. They said, we were there yesterday, and they said if we come there as they open, the pharmacy part opens at 11, they said we could probably just do a walk-in and get some ups on some vaccines. So I'm excited about that, because we are going to Hawaii together soon. Hello?
Yes.
And then I am going to Bali with Samantha March, literally like 9 days after I get back from Hawaii. So I do need to get some vaccines for that. So cross your fingers and let's hope we're able to do a walk-in. I took off the band-aids, but I were able to get 2 of the vaccines that I wanted to get. There is a third one that I'm thinking about, and they did give me information so that I could call them on Monday and see if I need to get for typhoid as well. And I'm also wanting to ask about dengue, because again, I'm not raw dogging Bali. I just want to make sure that I'm safe. But I was able to get 2 of them. I did already take my band-aids off, but I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. And I'm actually looking at, I'm eating some leftovers, and I am looking at the Revolve website because I'm thinking about maybe buying a new bikini for Bali. Ricardo's heading out to do some sports in a bit, and I think I might head to the pool and read a little bit more. I want to finish my book, and the weather is delightful. I am back by the pool. Oh, let me see if I can get some sunglasses on so we can see something. I'm getting a tan, and I am reading, of course, the book, The Rival Crown. I am a little bit past halfway through, and I realized one of the things I like about this book, without giving too much away, I've already in book 1, you know, there's a rebellion brewing. And one of the things that I'm really enjoying about how they are describing the rebellion is that it's giving a little bit of Hunger Games vibes, which is that no party is ever 100% good or 100% evil, especially when it comes to people in power. People in power will always want, for most part, to not only fight for like freedom and like a better world, but also fight to keep power and to have power and to keep power. And I do think that the author has been able to get some of that into this book as well, with some like political intrigue, and I do appreciate that. I actually think that's really good. Oh, here comes a little bit of a cloud, but that's maybe good because it is really, really toasty out here today. But I'm gonna read a little bit more on this book. My husband is away doing some sports. I am 245 pages in, and I think I'm gonna see if I can read maybe up until at least 300 pages before I head back in. Do you want to come in and talk about the book? No, please. Come. Not you. I love you too, but you're such a doofus. Okay, but did you steal my spot? Did you steal my spot? This is my husband. I'm reading a book. I'm trying to finish this book. All they talk about is how in love they are. This is turning into the Everqueen. We're so in love. This bond, this bonding. No one has ever bonded the way that this bond is bonding. I'm so in love. Wait, let me go on. Let me go on for like 3. I literally.
Who's the Everqueen?
That was a book that also was going on and on about how strong their bond was. I did just briefly go through 2 of these chapters because it was just 2 sex scenes of them telling each other how much they loved each other. I'm like, I don't. It's no. So yeah, my goal is to finish this book up. I am on page 313, and this is where the book actually ends, because the last couple of pages are actually like from another new book that she's coming out with. Babe, is that a squeaky one?
No, it's broken.
Okay, so you already broke it. Tell everyone what you're reading.
Mercy of the Gods, maybe.
The Mercy of Gods. Yes, some
The
of us
Mercy of
actually
God.
can read from a distance. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, you're reading The Mercy of Gods. It's what was his name again? Like Corey something. James something Corey?
Yeah, it's not his name, but it's his author thing.
Yeah, it's his like pen
Alias,
name.
yeah.
But you like sci-fi.
It's the guy who wrote Expanse.
Yeah. Look at the squirrel just chilling. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the big thing he had in his mouth?
Mm-hmm.
He's just living his best life. If you haven't seen The Expanse, you really should see that, by the way. It's probably one of the best sci-fi series ever. This tale is whipping away. But yeah, it is the last of June. Oh, I went and I did my nails. I showed you, actually. I went and I did my nails. Look at how cute they are. I did summer nails for Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
Yay! So now I'm gonna finish this book. This is it. It is raining. I'm done with my work for today, and I'm gonna finish this book. I am gonna read 120 pages of how much they love each other. And this bond is bonding.
You enjoy that.
I actually won't. We are having quite the confession going on here on page 360 something, and I am kind of like, I am here for this turn of events with like what, 50 pages to go? I've said this book has gone on and on about this bond, about the love, and some of it has been, you know how you say like make a long story short? This book has in ways been make a short story long. Some of the chapters have just been like love drabbling that I really don't need to see. But this chapter, what chapter am I on? This chapter, where are we now? What? Oh, this is a long chapter. 23, chapter 23. Oh, she's giving drama. Okay, loving chapter 23. Loving that one. I'm telling you, chapter 23. This whole book should have been like chapter 33 is given. That like bond that was bonding for a couple of chapters, it was all worth it for chapter 23. Dang. Okay. Okay, I finished a book. I feel like this book is a solid 3-star. The whole series, I mean, the first book I gave a 4-star. I thought the first book was so entertaining. The second book, 3-star. Third book, 3-star. It's not bad. It's just, I think the biggest problem with this book, why it's not a 4-star, is the writing. It's a little, I don't want to say cliche, but it's a little, what are you doing? These are my crackers, not yours. It's a little shallow. It's a little textbook. It's just not, it becomes a little almost boring and stale at times, where you just kind of like, oh yeah, we get it. And I never thought I would miss a nickname, but there's no nicknames in here, and they just keep, like, the amount of times, I wonder how many times in these books they are just saying each other's names. So many times. Again, these are my crackers, not your crackers. Tesla really wants a cracker. It's not for you, baby. I know you want a cracker, but it's my crackers. So I just think that there are some things lacking in the book. But again, if you're a fast reader and you want to have a series that is entertaining, if not like amazing, oh my god, I would definitely recommend this book. It's an already finished series. It's available on Kindle Unlimited if you wanted to read it on Kindle. And overall, it's a decent book series. I don't think it's a bad book series, but I've definitely read better. I think my favorite book that I read definitely was A Curse Carved in Bone. I love that book. I love that series. And when you're seeing this video, you've probably, the video of the TBR jar picks my books for July has already gone live, and you know then that I actually did pick up the second book after One Dark Window. What is it called? The second one. The one that I talked about in the beginning, that I needed to finish that series, because I actually did pick the prompt, which was finish a series. So technically all the books that I talked about in the beginning of this vlog, I have either read or started reading or am about to read. So that does mean that I'm actually finishing quite a few series, and that makes me happy, because, you know, you can't just start series, you have to end them as well. Like, look at this one. What is this? Are you this upset that you didn't get a cracker? Oh, poor doggo. Poor crackerless doggo. Yes, you are the best. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and let me know if you have any series that you're in the middle of that you also need to finish. And I'll see you in my next video.